Hey up guys, how's it going? And welcome to the next video in me Everton save. And this is around the start of the fifth season. I tried to do a couple of games before this for the Chelsea and Real Sociedad games, but for some reason the video just went all weird and funky, and I really don't know why it did that. I've since recorded videos for my Arsenal save, and everything's been okay, so fingers crossed the video is okay. I'm going to quickly go through the transfers because I can record two games in this one episode. Going through the exits, Sergio Roberto went to Leverkusen for 21.5 million. Good play for us, don't get me wrong, but he just were a little bit. He just gave the ball away at certain times, and sometimes that'd lead to the opposition scoring goals. So I just thought, let's try and make a profit on this guy, and get someone better who I've got more faith in. So Sergio Roberto, we actually bought him for 3.1 million, so we made a huge profit on this guy. And I know some people don't play the game like that, but I always look to make a profit on players. Bernard went to AC Milan for 8 million. Since coming from Chelsea, just didn't make the impact that I wanted. I didn't play him, loads. But when he did play, he wasn't good at all. He didn't really contribute anything. So he went for 8 million. Fabio Barini went to Sampdoria for 7.5 million. Really good player on this game. Highly recommend him. In our Europa League winning season, he played a vital part in that. Highly recommend him if you can get him. Just a good football manager player, and he can play in a good few positions and perform well. Brendan Galloway went to Southampton for 5 million. Alex Song went to Hull for 3.7, and Branislav Ivanovic went to West Ham for 750,000. Some mentions here, Phil Jagielka went out on a free transfer. I think he joined Aston Villa, yeah, he did. I just weren't in my plans anymore, knocking on a little bit. Anders Lindegaard went out on a free transfer, even though I wanted to keep him. He just wasn't accepting another playing him too much. Had a good few players went out on loan, as you can see there, so pretty happy with that. Aaron Ramsey is our key transfer, really. Well, he cost the most anyway, 45 million from Arsenal. Great player, still only 27 in 2018, and I think he's going to be make a difference for us this season. Put it that way. Just got back from a little injury that he had in pre-season, so I want to see what he can do. In those in the games after this, really. Matic come to us from Man City for 5.75 million. Obviously, he joined Man City after Chelsea and didn't really, make an impact there. So they sold him for pretty cheap. Great stats he's got. I think he's going to perform really well for us over the season, and he can play in like two different positions. So big fan of Matic, and he's going to do well for us. What a great price he was. Mika Richards from Burnley for 2.9. Over the last few seasons, I really had a decent replacement right back if Coleman gets injured. I had Tony Hibbert, and John Stones that could play there effectively somewhat. But yeah, Richards, I think, 1.5 star the report gives him there, but I think he's a good solid player as a backup player, so decent price, decent wages, can't go wrong. Ashley Williams from Swansea for 850,000. He's basically replacing Jagielka a little bit there. Big fan of Ashley Williams. Good player, good defender. I got Pella from Palermo for 37,000. Some people be thinking, oh, why did you get him for? But I do believe, he's 33 there. He's not on that much money. I think he's got some good stats still as a striker. 15 finishing, he's got good mental attributes there, got decent strength, decent balance, so if you use him as a target man, even though he does prefer to be used as a poacher, I think he'd do a good job for us really. So 37,000, you just can't go wrong, and he will be behind Lukaku, Harry Kane in the striker roles, Michel Vorm on a free transfer. I wanted to keep Lindegaard, but seeing him on a why not, £9,000 per week. Third choice goalkeeper, not bad. And Andres Iniesta on a free transfer, big mistake. I shouldn't have got him on a lot of money, £135,000 per week. I could have used that money elsewhere. I just seen him, available, and I just thought I'd snap him up. I actually signed him when he was still at Barcelona, so that would probably cost us more wages. Because normally, if a player actually leaves a club, when they're actually technically a free agent, and you can, get them on, cheaper wages most of the time. He'll play for us when he needs to. Still a world-class player with his stats, in my opinion. His physical attributes aren't so good, but we'll see what we could do with him anyway. So in total we spent 55 million and we brought in 46 million, so not such a bad transfer window, in my opinion. So going to the schedule we've had, we had a decent pre-season. Our only loss was against Dortmund, but we really experimented in that game. Then we had a good start to the season against Reading, winning 4-1. Nathan Redmond scored an hat-trick. We had a 2-1 loss against Man City. We actually dominated that game, if I can remember. Yeah, we did actually. Yeah, 56% of the possession, 18 shots there, 8. We should have at least got a draw. I mean, we should have. I was happy with the performance, but obviously, sad because of the loss. Then we had a routine win against Newcastle. Nathan Redmond scoring the winner in the 91st minute. Pretty epic. And then the games that I tried to record against, Chelsea and Real Sociedad, we both lost 2-0. In the Chelsea game, we've actually had a decent game. And we had some clear-cut chances that we should have scored. And I was going a bit crazy in the video. But yeah, they ended up winning because of Costa being clinical. And then we lost against Real Sociedad, actually conceded 2 penalties, and Barbosa scored both of them, and we actually played pretty well in that game. Just unfortunate to concede 2 penalties and not score any of our chances. So Lukaku hasn't had the best start to the season, and even the media clicked onto that. Against Nottingham Forest and Walsall in these 2 games on this video, and see what we can do. Go into the tactics. I'm going to be using the same team I really used for the previous games, really. Actually, I'm going to drop Lukaku for Harry Kane because he hasn't played too good. Harry Kane's always played well for me when he's played since coming in. Yeah, I'm going to have this lineup for this one. It's a shame Coleman's still got a bit of a knock. But as you can see, our squad is very strong. From the players that maybe not getting on the bench at the moment to the players on the bench and in the starting 11, we've got a very strong squad. So let me just quickly say this. We've got off to a bit of a shady start. I think Real Sociedad game we were very unlucky, and I think the Man City game we were very unlucky in that game too. We should have had a draw against Man City at least. Chelsea, it was just one of those things. But in history, on this save, like in my first season, I lost my first 3 games against Swansea, then Man City, and then Chelsea, and then I ended up finishing 3rd. Last season, I drew my first 4 games against Swansea, Man City, Fulham, and Watford, where really we should have maybe got at least 6 points, really, at least. So we're not good starters. We normally finish well. And then we have like a good spot in mid-season where we get a lot of points. So I'm not worrying or anything like that. I think we've got a good run of games up until maybe the Man United, Liverpool and Real Sociedad games where we can collect some points and see what we can do. We finished, really high last season, as you know, and we got into the semi-final of the Champions League, and we got into the final of the FA Cup. We did get into the final of the FA Cup, didn't we? Yeah, we did as well, lost against Chelsea. So we've done pretty well over the seasons. So let's go to the game against Nottingham Forest. Let's see what lineup they'll be using. Okay. Hopefully Kane can get some goals. I'm not going to talk to them at the moment. Danny Ainge needs to be tight marked. He's actually a decent player in Football Manager. Let's quickly go to the instructions. Be more expressive in this game. And let's kick off against Nottingham Forest. Baines. Okay, quarter of an hour gone. In the last good few videos I've done, there hasn't been too much action really. Okay, Richards with a throw in. De Bruyne. Kane. Oh, lovely goal. First goal of the season. Superb assist there direct by Kevin. I know these guys on first name with the first names now. How's it going, Kevin? Redmond. Nice pass there to Kane. Holds it up well there, Redmond. Richards, cross, Kane. Oh, it's the crossbar. And I just wondered a few people, about people's opinions on Rooney breaking the goal scoring record for England. Thought it's a great achievement. When I first watched Rooney play, I remember somebody saying that he's got potential to break the record. I don't know who it was, some sort of a pundit or something. And he's gone and done it, and he's still relatively young, Rooney. Now, conceded goal there, Danny Ings. That's why I said really needs to be time marked, but you're in loads of space there. Might have to change things around at half time, but we're dominating the game, Koval with a goal kick. Okay, Ramsey. Nice pass out to Richards there. Redmond. I thought that would be a free kick there. Baines, Depay, Kane. Oh, blocked there. Richards. Bit of a sloppy effort there. Maybe should have been able to control it. I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be 1-0, 1-1 at half time. Going to go attacking in this because I'm confident with us attacking. Don't know if there's anybody particular to bring off. Ramsey's not having the best game, but just try and encourage him a little bit. Really do need a win here, but we are slow starters, so this time last season we only had 4 points, and this time we could have around 7, so if we got this draw. Kane, oh, lovely goal there. Was that a header, would it say? Probably were a header. It's like, see, it's weird, it's like, sometimes when I watch it on 2D, or whatever this is, 2D classic, I always get this like, when I watch it, I'll get this like mental image, how the goals are actually being scored. Sometimes, oh my god, I use tight marking on him and he goes and scores 2 goals without being marked too well. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, maybe I should have gone on to control after, but they might nick a cheeky win here, Oh god, give away a penalty, whatever. We gave 2 penalties away in the last game, and we give another one here. It's a bit of bad luck here. Please save it. Oh, he's going to hit the rebound here, God's sake. Right, I'm going to change things around here, because we do need to get at least a draw here. Right, Dede, yellow card, he's on. Bring on David Luiz for him. I'm going to bring on Matic for no, I'm going to bring on Martino. Just going to change things around a bit here. Still a lot of time in the game, anything could happen. I want to change things around and get a stamp on the game now. I'm really unhappy about this. Free kick. I'm just looking at the commentary thing there. 75th minute. It looks like it's going to be a 3-2 loss. I mean, this is ridiculous. We completely dominated it. We had 25 shots. Only one clear-cut chance though. I don't know if that's because they're shooting on sight, you know, even though they're not instructed to really. We're going to be against Walsall anyway, so what I'll do now is, you know, sort of pause it. And I'll be a bit wheezy in a second. Right guys, I'm back for the Walsall game here. Just change things around slightly. I dropped Fellaini using Matic in defensive midfield now. De Bruyne always does a good job in the centre of midfield. And we've got Lukaku back in the team. I would like to have played David Luiz, but he's just recently played for the reserves under 21s, and so has Mertens. So I've just included you know, some other players in the subs. Yeah, Fellaini's not been playing too well. Even towards the end of last season even. He's one of my favourite players, don't get me wrong. He's a good player over the course of a season. But I will drop him just to see how much he gets on in defensive midfield. So let's go to the game. And hopefully have like a nice solid win here. It'll be good for the morale. And you know, hopefully start a good run of games here. I haven't got that much to say to the squad individually. I just want us to get a nice win here. Here Ramsey out to Baines. Good tackle there by Walsall though. See it, De Bruyne. Nice pass out towards Coleman, who's just got back from injury. Lukaku gets a nice goal there, I suppose. That's his first goal of the season. He's being a bit slow. The thing is that I'm really lucky that I've got someone like Harry Kane though. You know, if Lukaku does have a dip in form, Kane does a good job in this game, and I highly recommend. Baines to Ramsey. Nice pass back to Baines there from Ramsey there. Egan got it away for Walsall. Ramsey. Baines can get a decent cross in here. Lukaku, Depay to make it 2-0. Third goal of the season for him. Being a good buy for us since coming. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier, yeah. I seen some, you know, everyone were talking about Rooney breaking the goal scoring record, and I seen this picture my friend sent me, and it was saying, like Charlton on one side, Rooney on the other, and it was like calling Wayne Rooney fat and stuff like that. And I just think it's, you know, out of order. If you hear a dog barking in a bit, it's just a dog down the street. Just echoes that bark now and again. Stones, Ramsey. Redmond follows it up, but a good save by O'Donnell for Walsall. Baines with a corner, but they get it away. '32nd minute, still 2-0. Yeah, people call it like Rooney fat or something. Or they have been for like many years now, and whenever I see Rooney, he don't look fat to me at all. He's a pretty tiny guy. If you look at him, he's not even 6 foot. You know, won't even be a welterweight in boxing really. You know, he's a pretty small guy. So I don't know why people are calling him fat. You know, it's these fucking idiots that give people complexes about the body and everything like that. That's just my opinion on that. I think Rooney's a good player. Like Baines, Lukaku, Ramsey to Redmond. Good save again by O'Donnell. So we're wasting some chances here. And that's what we've done in previous games this season. Normally. Okay, let's go to the tactics here. I'm going to take Redmond off if there's somebody I can really bring on. Kajawa, let's see what he can do on the right hand side. I'm going to bring De Bruyne now, in fact. I wish that dog would shut up. Like, literally everyone down my street have got dogs, so... What am I doing? There we go. Okay, we've had 27 shots, 4 clear-cut chances. They've only had 1 shot, so... Okay, corner, Leighton Baines. Lukaku, Ramsey, Stones. Is he going to pass it out to Baines? He does. Baines whips it in, Depay. Scores, makes it 3-0. 4th goal of the season for him. Rico Henry gets injured for Walsall. Completely dominate this game, as you would expect anyway. And a nice 3-0 win there for us. I think we should have took more of our chances. But apart from that, very happy, very pleased with it. So just looking at the run of games coming up. Let's have a look at the schedule. You've got Norwich next, Club Brugge and Champions League. I expect us to win that game. Then Watford, then Leicester, then Porto. So I want to have a good run where we're very ruthless in our games. At the moment we're 10th, but that can all change, you know. Like I've said before, we're very slow starters. So let's see what we can do, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.